Hey, Andrew Logan here. Great to be with you for another video. And today I want to talk about leadership and in particular some of the major mistakes that I see people make on the pathway to creating leaders in their team. When they're developing leaders, and that's like the key. Obviously, we want to develop great leaders so that they can take over, so that they take the team to whole new levels and we get to enjoy the residual income and the financial freedom that can come from that. But a lot of times people are making mistakes along the way and it's actually decreasing the leadership in their team. And it's actually causing things to kind of implode a little bit. So I'm going to run through a few of those mistakes and the reasons why. And if you can avoid them, as always, if you can avoid other people's mistakes, you can really accelerate to the front. You can get your business going and learn from my experience, learn from the experience of others, and you can really grow things a lot faster. So one of the big mistakes that we see people make is recognizing leaders too quickly. Okay, we recognize them too soon. And why is that a problem? You might be thinking, no, we want to recognize people immediately, give them that recognition that they deserve. And I get it, I totally understand it. Recognition is such a powerful emotion for people. It's such a powerful motivator for people. They do not get it in their lives generally. They do not get it at their workplace. But it's a 2 to 3 fold problem when we recognize people too soon. One of the problems with recognizing someone too soon before they've kind of really done anything, if we're recognizing them straight away, like such and such has come in and straight away, like she's got 2 people started, like she's incredible, she's going to be the top person in this company, watch out, like all that kind of stuff, we're actually setting incorrect expectations. We want to congratulate her on doing that. We want to congratulate the person who comes in and brings a few friends along, of course. Of course we want to congratulate them. But if we set incorrect expectations then that like, oh my goodness, watch out, you are the next leader in the company, their expectations of the journey ahead are completely out of whack. And they might think, well, it's going to be easy from now on. And if they think it's going to be easy from now on, they will leave at the first hurdle. One of the worst things we can do is oversell easy. This is a beautiful business model. It's a very simple business model at heart. But if we sell easy, we can attract the lazy. We can attract people who come in and leave at the very first hurdle. Easy is not something we want to sell. So if someone's come in and they're doing great work, amazing, look what you're doing so far. You've taken the first step and you're really crushing it. I cannot wait to keep working with you, cannot wait to keep developing your skills and help you grow into this incredible leader. We can congratulate and recognize that. But if we label them a leader immediately, their expectations are out of whack. Now then, second step on that is as soon as they've got a label, some people can become entitled. All right, I'm a leader now, I have arrived. They feel like they have arrived because they've been given the title of leadership. And if they feel they've arrived, some of that desire that was burning inside them can dry up. All right, well, I've made it now. Guess I just sit back and enjoy it. And again, yes, we want to recognize them and we want to like let them see the potential, but we can't invite everyone to the leadership table. We have to make them earn it. There has to be this like, okay, well, if you're going to get to this leadership table, you've got to prove that you're not just here for a week or two. You're not just here for the short term. You've got to prove that you can overcome some challenges. You've got to prove that you can show your initiative. We want to make that bar actually a bit higher, because if we make it a bit higher, we're going to get better quality people. The people that have arrived and have developed, like have arrived and are sitting at the table, they have developed. They have gone through some challenges. They have grown the skills and experience and wisdom. They have the initiative, the tenacity, the drive, the reliability, all those things that come with a great leader. So if we label someone a leader too soon, they can become entitled and they can become lazy. They lose that desire and they think, you know what, I'm here. Everyone needs to just now work for me because I am the next leader. And again, we can be thinking, oh no, that wouldn't happen, but it does. We see it happen all the time. Next one. And again, off the back of that, if we give someone a leadership title too soon, we can also overwhelm them and take them away from exactly what they were doing that was good. So we do have that incredible person come in, they've got great results from our product, they are a bit of a natural connector, they have a good market that they start with, they have good connection, networking and marketing skills when they come in. awesome, the exact unicorn that we're looking for. But if we let them say, okay, yep, you're here, you've arrived, then they can think, oh my goodness, all right, so now I'm a leader, right? So I'm gonna have to go off and create all my own systems and tools. I better get my website going. I'm gonna have to work on my social media brand. Okay, like I'm gonna have to start a whole new Facebook group. Well, I better start looking at this. I better start looking at funnels. I better start kind of doing a course. Maybe I should start a podcast. Maybe I should write a book, like all these things. We can, extreme example, right? But we can take people straight out of the game because we overwhelm them. So we can have people who have incorrect expectations. We can have people who are entitled or feel that they've arrived and they lose that burning desire. And also, we can have people who are just completely overwhelmed then because they think, you know what, now I've got to do all these leadership things. I've got to start running Team Zoom because I'm going to do all these things. And if they're just starting, they're probably part-time. They're probably not earning an income just yet where they can be full-time with their tasks. They're probably doing this in 1 or 2 hours a day. So if we give them an hour and 50 minutes worth of leadership tasks and they've only got 10 minutes left to actually go out and talk to their network, we've stopped them doing the exact thing that they were awesome at. And again, we're not going to dismiss them. We're not going to like shoot them down or anything, but we're going to recognize where they're at and say, you know what, John, Jane, you are doing incredible. Like what you've done so far is so good. You've got this great network. Let me help you. What can I take off your plate? You just keep doing what you're doing right now. Don't worry about coaching the people yet. I'll help you with that. I'll just plug them into our system we've already created. Don't worry about anything else. Just keep doing what you're doing and I'm going to be here. And once you get more income coming in, once we can create a bit more time in your life, then we can talk about what the next step is. Okay, again, we want to set them up. We want to keep their desire burning. We want to have the good expectations and we want them playing to their strengths. We want them to keep doing what they're doing because that's what they're good at. Now the final one, this is a bit of a controversial one at times as well, but often the really, really true like long-term leaders in our industry are often some of the slowest to get started. And they're often the people who don't actually want recognition. You know, there are 7 drivers to the human spirit. And I've done a video on this before. It's one of my earlier videos. I'm talking about how do we motivate the team. But you can't motivate someone if you don't know what motivates them. So there are 7 different motivations and people have primary motivations. Now for a lot of people, recognition isn't the primary motivation. They do this for autonomy. They do this for skill development, for progress, for their family, for mastery. For other people, yes, money and recognition. Money and recognition are perfectly fine as motivators as long as we understand that not everyone is motivated by them. Other people are motivated by progress and mastery. They're in this and they're chipping away and they want to crush this thing, but they're also willing to do it over a longer step. Now for them, we can actually turn them off. And this is the challenge. Because they're wired differently, because they don't want the recognition, we can actually turn them off when we over-recognize people. Because these are people who are like driven by skill development, by autonomy. And I know this because I am one of those people. My driver is always growth, progress, mastery, autonomy. And I don't want for the recognition. And when you get recognized by your company, it's always awesome, like it's always nice, but it doesn't drive you. You are more preferred to be sitting there working away in silence. And for people like us who are wired a bit differently, we see the long term and we have those long-term visions and we are so dedicated, but we can also get a bit frustrated when someone's been doing this for 2 minutes and they're getting recognized and we've been like plugging away in silence for 2 years and we're building this like strong foundation. Again, there's no right or wrong at the end of the day, but we just need to understand different people respond to different things. And so people like myself can get frustrated when other people are getting recognized too quickly because we know that leadership table takes skill mastery. We know that leadership table takes initiative, dedication, drive, tenacity. And when we see someone who's like just kind of popped up and like, you know, full of energy, full of excitement, doing really well, but doesn't quite know what they're doing yet, and we know they get invited to that table, it can actually frustrate us and it can annoy us. And that's why a lot of people, like a lot of you introverts, get turned off by network marketing. It's such a shame because, you know, I've interviewed a lot of top income earners across different companies. So many of them are actually introverts, but they just take a little bit longer. we live in this microwave, credit card, afterpay society. Your leaders are actually crockpot people. We talk about like who's in the crockpot just boiling away. And they boil away for hours over here where there's the kind of microwave society here. The people in that crockpot are the really game changers. We don't want to turn them off. We want to congratulate people, we want to celebrate people, but we don't want to recognize them too soon because it's either going to hamper them, it's going to overwhelm them, it's going to entitle them, or it's going to frustrate these people here. Celebrate people, get to know them, get to understand what their motivations are. If you understand your people better, you can express with them better. And if you can do that, you can have an incredible team. You will lead an amazing team. I know not everyone will agree with everything I've said on that one, but hey, I've seen it over the years and I've watched people and I've seen a lot of different personalities have great success. And unfortunately, I've seen a lot of personalities get turned off by some of the things that we do in this industry as well. So we can only raise our industry if we understand that, and we better understand people, and we better help people develop within their own skill sets. So guys, if that does help, don't forget to click like and subscribe if you've got value out of this. And as always guys, if you need help building your business, you need a bit of a roadmap, click the link below. You can get a copy of my book, The Way Out. You can get a free copy of this sent out to you, and it will give you the 7 steps to financial freedom and take you through that process of launching your business, building your team, and then putting your money to work and creating financial freedom. Otherwise guys, I'll see you on the next video and I'll catch you all then. Bye.